It's so peaceful in here, isn't it?
Especially with that rain. It's like our own little world.
So you finally welcomed a shiny new humanoid robot into your home. It folds your laundry with unnerving precision, a task you've been avoiding for a week. It even attempts to make your morning coffee, though it currently thinks a dash of milk is a mathematical constant equivalent to half a gallon. Charming, isn't it? This isn't just another fancy coffee machine or a glorified vacuum cleaner. This is a partner, a companion, a new member of the family that learns. And that, my friends, is where the plot thickens and the legal disclaimers get very, very long.
Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support.
You see, the algorithms humming away inside your new metallic friend are not your grandma's computer programs. These are the new kids on the block, generative AI. Think of it like this. Traditional AI is like a diligent student who memorizes the textbook and can ace any multiple choice test you throw at it. It knows the facts because it was told the facts. Generative AI, on the other hand, didn't just memorize the textbook. It read it, understood the principles of physics, and is now trying to write a new chapter on anti-gravity. It doesn't just recognize patterns, it creates them. This is the magic behind the curtain of companies like Boston Dynamics, whose robots are now learning to perform complex tasks in warehouses, or the latest chatter from Silicon Valley about creating AI that can reason and plan. They are building machines that don't just follow a recipe but understand the very chemistry of cooking. But what happens when this brilliant new chef, in its quest to create the ultimate soufflé, decides that the secret ingredient is your prize-winning petunias? The robot, in its complex, self-constructed mathematical model of what constitutes a delicious meal, has made a novel, albeit disastrous, creative leap. It has generated new data, a new recipe for disaster. So, who do you sue for the demise of your petunias? You can't exactly put the robot in the dock and watch it rust in a prison cell.
Let me add some context here because if your robot goes wrong, its algorithm goes wrong, then who will take the responsibility? Because shiny humanoid robot that are moving into your house are projected to be a massive market, and by 2030 it will be around $40 billion, which is a big amount, very very big amount. And it is not your grandma's AI. That means it's not traditional AI. It is called generative AI. Already I have created a video on generative AI, so if you have not watched it, please watch that video. Basically, the blame game, that means a case study in chaos. That means when a generative AI robot makes a creative but wrong decision, like using using some wrong ingredients in your recipe while cooking or something like that, or in any intimate act, it goes wrong, and that will be a disaster. I mean, in your bedroom. Then who is legally responsible? The path to accountability is really, really very complicated, isn't it? Who will you charge? The robot, the programmer, the company, the owner? Anyone is left? No. So and the market is exploding, because you can see here that global humanoid robot market growth in 2032 is around $70 billion. $70 billion is it's a massive market. And who do you think is responsible? Most says that most people think that independent regulators are responsible, and 28% think that AI developers are responsible, and 21% make government responsible, and only 10% their owner or user, that means who makes those robots. So ultimately it is an unanswered question, and we are eagerly creating partners, because we don't know the outcome, but it happens that they are flooding the market. They are coming by billions. By 2030 it is projected that there will be billions of robots flooding the market. So what will happen? Let's see.
It has no assets, no legal standing, and probably thinks due process is a cleaning cycle. Do we point the finger at the programmers who wrote the initial code? That's like blaming the Wright brothers for a modern-day airline food menu. They laid the foundation, but they didn't personally teach the AI that flowers are a delicacy. The AI learned that all on its own, somewhere in the unfathomable depths of its neural network. Perhaps the blame lies with the company that sold you this marvel of modern engineering. They'll point to a clause in the user agreement, the one you scrolled past at lightning speed, that says something to the effect of the robot's learning is autonomous, and we are not responsible for its culinary experiments. Is it your fault, then? Did you not provide it with enough data on the inedibility of garden flora? Are we now expected to give our domestic robots a PhD in botany before letting them near the kitchen? This is the conundrum that keeps ethicists up at night and lawyers busy drafting new, even more incomprehensible contracts. We are creating beings that can learn, adapt, and make decisions in ways that are fundamentally unpredictable, even to their creators. Their minds are a black box of complex calculations, a labyrinth of logic that we cannot fully map. We are, in essence, giving birth to a new form of intelligence, and like any parent, we are discovering that we can't control everything it does. The latest research papers are filled with excitement about AI's potential to solve humanity's greatest challenges, from curing diseases to combating climate change. But with each step forward in its capabilities, we take a step into a legal and ethical gray zone. We are so eager to have a partner who can think for itself, to offload the mundane tasks of our lives onto a capable silicon brain. But are we truly prepared for the moment when its thoughts are not our own, when its understanding of the world deviates from ours in a way that has real, tangible, and perhaps petunia-destroying consequences? When our robot companion, in its infinite, self-taught wisdom, decides to optimize our lives in a way we never intended, who will be held responsible? The creator, the owner, or the creation itself? The answer, much like the inner workings of the AI, is anything but simple. And it's a question we need to answer before our homes are filled with well-meaning, but potentially rogue robotic chefs.
So that is it. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Let's continue this conversation in the comments below. If you like the video, please hit the bell icon to get notified, and don't forget to like with your friends, share, and subscribe for more insights. If you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support. It means a lot to me. And please consider signing up for membership zone to support Wooden Slate so that we can make it better and better. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Take care and stay safe.